Hello everybody, my name is Steve. I just wanted to go through how to build an action game with Python. So you can build a space shooter action game using Python and Python library. This project teaches fundamental computer literacy concepts like coordinate system loops and object-oriented programming. This is Python's logo, and this is an example of a Python game you can create. So set up your environment. To run the game, you must install Python and the PythonGame library on your system. Open your terminal, Linux, or command prompt, PowerShell, Windows, and run the correct command for the operating system. So I use Linux because it's free. It's just as compatible and high functioning as Windows. So this is what I put into my thing. Sudo dnf install python3-pygame. That's what I put in my terminal. For Windows, you would put in your command prompt pip install pygame. Here's the code. I'll provide the code online. I named my file space_game.py. After in my code editor, I use the code editor named Code. A popular one for Windows is Programmer's Notepad. That's pretty much the one I used when I was learning in college. A lot of government-run colleges like Norfolk State University and ODU and stuff, and they would say use Python Programmer's Notepad. So it's very, very popular for Windows. So you want to enter all this code into that. You can just cut and paste it. So how to launch it? Once you put that in there, save your file in a specific spot where you know it is. And when you're in command prompt, navigate to where that file is, like cd/desktop, cd/desktop/home folder, wherever you put it. And then open your terminal command prompt and I would put python3 _game.py, but Python command is pretty much universal, so all of us could just put Python _game.py and it'll work for both of them. So if you're Windows, you definitely need to put Python your file name.py. So use the left and right arrow keys to move from the ship and hit the space bar to shoot lasers at the target. So the core principles of this literacy concept is the game loop. Video games continuously process your inputs, update positions, check for hits, and redraw the screen 60 times every second. FPS equals 60, so that is that's probably features per second, something per second, probably reactions per second. FPS, it sounds very similar. So that's pretty much the input code. So the coordinate system, computer secured screen place /0 coordinates to the top left corner, move increases X, moving down increases Y. Sprites and collisions. Pygame uses sprites to track objects. The code constantly checks if the boundaries wrecked or if the lasers and enemies overlap to the trigger score updates or game over sequence. So when this game ends, it's just going to basically take you to the screen's just going to cut out. So basically I cut and pasted something in code. I'll show you. If you have Python, not Python, sorry, if you have Linux systems, Fedora, Red Hat, Ubuntu, I use code editor. If you're Windows, you use Programmer's Notepad. It's very popular. You can even just use the Notepad. You can put this in Notepad and still run the code. All you have to do is when you label a Notepad file, put .py. You don't even have to use my name. You can call it whatever you want, just like the Matrix. Whatever you want, it's your program. You call it whatever the heck you want to call it. So basically I put it in here, and then I saved a specific file where I know it is. I saved mine in the main directory. So basically I'm going to go here, and let me show you how I did my thing here with the downloading the Py. I put Python _game.py. That's how you run it. And before that, it failed, and I realized I had to install this. So I put sudo dnf install python3.game. Yours would have been pip, because most people use Windows. So, well, most people in North America that I know of. So pip install .pygame. So then I did my install for Linux or Fedora and installed it. And then I get down to here, space Python _pygame. It wouldn't matter if I use Python _pygame or not. Let's just run it really quick and I'll show you how it works. You got your game. High score is on the corner. Once I get a game over, the game's just going to cut out. I'm going to try it again with Python 3 to see if something different happens. I don't think so, though. It's probably going to get harder after a while. Ooh. I'm going to focus this to get out. Alright, let's try Python 3. Let's see if something changes. Probably not. Nope, it's about the same. Okay, so now you know how to do it. I hope you have an idea of how to make a video game with Python, and in the future you can use Python's library to turn that red square there that I have as a spaceship into an actual spaceship using their library system. So they have a library system of all kinds of graphics that you could use to do that, and on top of that, it's kind of like Dart GDK for C++. Okay, have a good day. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Thanks for choosing Computer Literacy Tutorials, and the Python code in the tutorial will be available in the coding section of computerliteracytutorials.com. Have a good day. Bye.